Hey, what's up everyone? I am going to create a little quick tutorial on how I do storyboards in Photoshop using layer comps, right? So the first thing, if you have Photoshop, you can open up a document, whatever aspect ratio you want, right? For this tutorial, it doesn't really matter. The next thing you want to do is you want to have um, layer comps open, and if you don't know where that is, you go to window and go down to layer comps, right? And it should appear on the side here, and it'll look like this, right? So basically with layer comps, what it allows you to do, it allows you to do your various drawing frames, and it allows you to flip through them really nicely, so you can look through your scene and make your edits and changes, right? Now for me, right, I have three layers currently when I'm now starting, right? I have the black bars, uh, I have a background, which is the white background, and then I have the drawing layer, my first drawing layer, right? Now, I've seen a lot of people, they like to label their layers really well. They would put like scene one, shot one, right? You could do that. I like to keep my life simple and just put like one. I'm pretty lazy at that. So you can do whichever one you want, right? Now, let me get into some drawing right now. Also, a good tip for actually learning to use this process. For me, whether you're just learning Storyboard Pro or learning in Procreate or Photoshop, for me, the best way to actually get into the process really well and learn it really quickly is to do reverse storyboarding. So, what I would suggest to do to learn the process faster is to pull up a scene from a movie and just start reverse storyboarding that scene, right? For those of you who don't know what reverse storyboarding is, it's basically you take a scene from a movie and you draw every frame, and you pause the movie to the frame you want to draw. You draw that frame, then you press play, then you pause the next one, right? So I am going to show you the layer comp process by doing reverse storyboarding, right? So we have this scene here with Jamie Foxx from Django. Let me just adjust my bear with me for a bit. um, Django. Alright, just reduce that there. Hide some stuff you guys not supposed to see. Alright. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is when I'm doing a scene with a background and a character, I tend to usually draw the background first. So I would just draw in the background really quickly. Yeah. Right. This video is probably gonna be unedited live drawing because I'm so lazy I don't even want to edit this video. So yeah, so I'm just gonna draw this really quickly. Alright, background there. Show those characters in the back. Alright. This scene is obviously wider than that. Very rough, very sketchy. Right, and now I will reduce the opacity of that and then draw Jamie Foxx on this new layer, which is down here. Draw him very rough. By the way, Django is my favorite Tarantino film. I personally think it's his best. All right. So okay, now that you have like your first shot, right? You're ready to move on, right? Now, in order to keep this shot so you could flip back through it after you get to your other shots, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to layer comps, right up here, and it's gonna look like this. You see this little pagey thing here? You're gonna press it, and it's gonna bring up this prompt where you create a new layer comp, right? I'm just gonna put one, right, for the first shot, and I'm gonna press OK. Now that is saved there, right? No matter how much you manipulate the layers down here, this layer comp is going to be saved. Now, if we were to go press play, right, we see that Tarantino is pushing in the camera on Jamie Foxx, right? So what I'm going to do is, in order to create that push in, right, I'm going to copy these layers, the ones that I just drew, so I have like a copy of it. And the reason why I copy it and not just change the other layer is because this layer comp up here that we saved is attached to this first copy. So if we make changes to these two layers, it will automatically appear in the changes on the layer comp, right? So now that I want to push in, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select these two layers. I'm going to transform, and I'm going to kind of push in on Jamie Foxx right here. Right, so that is our second layer comp. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to press this little thing again, and I'm going to put two, right? So now that I have those two, I could move back and forth in the layer comp section, right? So let's move on to the next shot. So this is the next shot. So there's just some guy sitting down, nothing. And again, what I do is I tend to draw the background first. So drawing the background really quickly. Very sketchy. It's a little wider. Right. Right. Background. Reduce the opacity of the background. Right. And then I'm gonna just draw this guy sitting down, who's totally unaware that he's gonna get his ass handed to him by Django. Right. I'm keeping this really rough for the sake of time. Don't want to bore you guys to death. All right, so we have that shot now, and you're just gonna repeat that process. You're gonna come press that. That's the other shot, right? And now you could just flip back and forth, to the shots without worrying about the layers, right? Let's keep going. This is the other shot here. Okay, now this is a good shot to show how to draw the movement of the characters. So if you have a character moving in the shot, again, create a new layer at the bottom there, draw in the background. So we have her tied up on the pose here. And draw in the background. Now, studios tend to use Photoshop mostly for features. Like I think it's mostly just like Disney and Pixar and DreamWorks for their feature films. They use Photoshop and Storyboard Pro and stuff is usually used for TV. So this is good to know if you're getting if you got into a feature studio, right? So you draw, reduce the opacity of the background, right? So we have the girl who is tied up on the tree, right? And she is kind of looking to her right to see in the mirror. And Django is kind of like in the mirror, yeah, right? So what you would do is you would save the shot again, number 4. So oops, let me see. You would save this shot as number 4. So when you flip through, you get something like that, right? But now you want the character to actually move in the frame, right? So what you're gonna do now is you're gonna take off that layer with the woman. Yes. And take off this, or you could reduce the opacity so you could see and create a new layer to draw the new frame, right? So you could draw her looking more to her right, kind of leaning over this way. Right, to see in the mirror. Right, and then you save a new layer comp, right? So when you move back and forth now, right, when you move back and forth now, she looks like if she's looking over to the mirror, right? So we have the opening shot here, pushing in, and we cut to this guy, and we cut to the lady. She looks over, all right? Let's keep going. And we cut back to Django, right? So we're gonna create a new layer, right? For a shot like this, I would probably just not do the background. I would go straight in for the rough anyways. Let's go straight in and draw Django. Looking very angry. Right? You know what? I'm gonna draw in the background. I'm gonna draw that tree in the background there, and then we have you can draw in your grid. Right? Okay, right. Let's see what's happening next. Now he's walking forward a bit. So, oops. Oh man, I messed up. Okay, let's go back. Oh no. Alright, you're seeing this happening in real time. Me messing up. Alright, let's rewatch this. Alright, so he's walking forward, so I'm probably gonna draw a frame to kind of show he's walking forward. So I'm not very good at animation, but I can fake someone walking forward. Alright, so normally I would just do something like that. Right. And then I would save another layer comp. And then if you could flip back and forward, oh no, what did I do? Okay, this is a good example to show you what happens if you don't save a layer comp, right? So I didn't save the previous layer comp, right? So what's gonna happen is I would want to go back and fix that, right? So the previous drawing that I didn't save was this one. So what easy way to fix this is you see these kind of recycling arrows here, right? If you go on the layer that you messed up, which is this one, and you just want to exchange the drawing that's on the layer, all you need to do is select the right one and then press it, and then that drawing is on that layer comp now, right? So now when I go on the actual drawing I want for number 7, it will be this, right? So now I can flip back and forward, right? And you see, it's like he's gonna be walking towards him. All right, so opening shot, pushing in, cut to that guy, cut to this lady. She looks over, and he's gonna kind of walk forward, and then we cut to this guy. All right, who looks shocked and surprised to see Django coming towards him. This guy. These Bible pages on him. He's like, who's this guy? Right. I'm drawing the background as well for this one. Just to kind of show that the girl is behind him. I'm not sure if you guys are hearing that loud music in the back. You probably are. But whatever. So this girl's in the back here. Right? This is real time stuff, unedited. Alright? Take me as I am with my unfiltered tutorial. Right? Loud music in the background and all. Okay? Alright, so we have this shot and we repeat the process. We save that. Right? Let's see. So we have this one, right? He's walking. And next shot, right? Right. So you basically repeat this process for like your entire reverse storyboarding. And the, the reason why I recommend you do reverse storyboarding to learn layer comps, the process of layer comps, is because you don't have to think about actually doing a storyboard. You're just copying the shots and you're trying to find a rhythm for your process with layer comps, right? You can make mistakes and see, find ways to correct them, etc., etc., right? So the last thing that you want to do is learn how to export the layer comps, right? So let's say that you finish your storyboard and you want to send it for like your boss or your storyboard manager or whatever, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to go into File, Export, and then you're going to look for layer comps to Files, and you browse where you want them to go, right? So you want browse. You I guess you make a new folder. Let's say Django. Django has a D. Django create. Right. So this is the folder. You press open. Right. So now when you export, it's gonna go there. Right. And this is what you could name uh, the files, right? So this will be attached to every image. So what this does, it actually exports it into JPEGs, and you get a JPEG for every shot that you did, right? And then you could just convert it to PDF, or you could just use it to flip through, right? And then you press run, and then Photoshop does like this kind of seizure thing, and you press OK, and then you go to a folder that you saved it on, and then you shall see your shots appear as JPEG. So now you can just press the arrow keys and you are flipping through your storyboard like magic. Let me do it like this, right? Flipping through your storyboard, layer comp style. Now, I would recommend that when you're doing layer comps, because it's so many different layers, I recommend that you only stick to about 30 layer comps. So when you get to 30, um, you should stop there and create a new document, and then continue doing your scene on the new document, because after 30, your memory on the Photoshop gets really slow, and then it'll just be like really laggy and start sticking. And 30 is a pretty good area to stop, right? What else? I think that's about it. If you guys didn't understand anything here, I wouldn't blame you, because I'm a bad tutorial person. But shoot me a comment in the comments below. If you thought this was helpful, share it with anyone who has Photoshop and they want to do storyboarding but does not have Storyboard Pro, right? So yeah, thanks guys for watching, and hopefully I will upload a new personal storyboard in the near future. Bye bye.